There you go. Can y'all hear me okay? Okay, we are streaming live to our Essentially Crunchy Facebook education group. And I know you guys saw that this class was meant to happen last week, and it did not happen. My family was under the weather. We caught whatever the yuck was that was going around. And we use all of our beautiful oils, our On Guard, the Flu Bomb blend, and we still got it. And I have a lot of people who are like, well, the oils didn't work. The oils totally work. They're great at boosting the immune system. They're great at helping to fight infection. They do so many wonderful things, but sometimes we still come down with whatever the nasty bug is going around. So, yeah, my family came down with that. We still used oil support to support us, and then we did go to the doctor. We rarely go to the doctor. I find that with, kind of our natural lifestyle and using the oils and supplements and things like that, we don't go to the doctor very often. But I just want to kind of address that issue that it's not an all or nothing thing. It's not, oh, I use oil so I never see the doctor and take a prescription. Like we have prescriptions this time around. That's really rare for us, like super rare. But yeah, that's what I love about doTERRA is essential oils. You can kind of blend the natural with modern medicine if you need to. So that was really great for us. Having both tools. And one of the amazing things about essential oils is that they don't have any contraindication. So the oils aren't going to cause the meds to work differently, or they're just not going to. So that's cool that you can use them both. They kind of blend seamlessly together. So I kind of wanted to address that since I've been MIA for a while. Yeah, so we did use both. I also wanted to talk to you today about why doTERRA. This is something that I've been wanting to talk about for a long time because essential oils are just becoming such a just household thing. Like I feel like they're becoming really common and just very, Walmart sells them. You can get them at Walmart. Please don't get your essential oils at Walmart because those are fake oils. They are not plant-based at all. Those are, I'm sure, synthetic chemical fragrances, and so they're not actually going to help you. But so anyway, I want to just kind of talk about why doTERRA is so important to me and why I went 100% doTERRA and, decided not to use all the other ones because I did my research. I researched Young Living. I researched a lot of these natural and organic essential oil companies, and it looked fine. Everything looked fine, but when I started looking into doTERRA, I was floored. The company is incredible. So I wanted to just kind of share with you exactly just kind of why they're so amazing, and I'm going to share my screen with you here in a second. Let's see. Okay. Okay, you guys. So this is our sourcetoyou.com website. This is doTERRA's website. And one of the reasons it's so incredible is, this is what I always talk about. Oops. Can y'all see? Here, I'm going to move this so that you can. There you go. One of the things that makes doTERRA so amazing is the company's transparency. I'm like so impressed. This was actually what sold me on doTERRA, was the fact that this company is so transparent. They are so open about where they source from, the testing that they do, the third-party testing that they have done on their oils as kind of accountability. This was huge to me. I don't know any other essential oil company that does this and has this kind of stuff. So the sourcetoyou.com website, you can get any of your bottles of doTERRA essential oil. And here, I'm going to switch so you can see. Here's my patchouli, which Totally hippie, right? No, my husband requested patchouli, which I think is hilarious. But it's calming and grounding, and it's the body of like physicality, helps you feel like really present and grounded in your body, when you're kind of like feeling disconnected. So this is my patchouli. If you look on the bottom of your essential oil bottle, can you see that number right there? This is your SKU number. Every bottle of doTERRA essential oil is going to have a SKU number. You can take that SKU number and enter it into the sourcetoyou.com website, and it will tell you all of the testing information on the batch of oil that is in your bottle. So this is incredible. I want to walk you through too a little bit on the sourcetoyou.com website. So you can look up quality reports. You can, let's see. The growers over here. So we're really big into the growers. doTERRA sources their essential oils from where they are grown. So like, yes, I can grow lavender in my backyard, and yeah, maybe I could steam distill it and make my own essential oil, but the properties of that lavender are not going to be as high quality as the beautiful lavender that is grown in Bulgaria, where the climate is perfect. The soil is like a great richness. This is where lavender thrives. So the qualities of the lavender essential oil that are harvested and grown from those regions, they're going to be more potent. They're going to have better medicinal benefits, therapeutic benefits. The qualities of that essential oil are going to be way more powerful than grown elsewhere. So this is why doTERRA is really big into growing where they are sourced the best, like where they are grown the best. So I love that. I love that they also support their communities. So here's that example, sourcing where the plants thrive the most. So this is just showing you that, look, it's over 40 nations. It's incredible that they source all over the place. And I always like to, I know you just gave all the lavender example, but the example of like lemons or oranges. Think about Florida citrus compared to like if you tried to grow citrus in Maine. You might be able to grow it in Maine. You might be able to grow it in a greenhouse. But it's not going to be as good. We all know this. We've tasted produce that's grown elsewhere or grown out of season. It's not the same. So I love that doTERRA is committed to that. And they've got examples too of like the spikenard grows in the Himalayan mountains. Our petitgrain, which is really awesome, is from Paraguay. And then also I wanted just to point out that essential oils, believe it or not, the market is really crazy for essential oils, and there's a lot of just unsavory things that go on. A lot of middlemen go in and buy from the growers and then take advantage of them. They undersell them, or they underbuy for them, and then they mark it up, and the growers then are tempted to grow as much as possible, so maybe they're not letting the plants grow as long as they need to be growing. They're not letting them fully ripen, and that's going to affect the potency of the end product. So I love that doTERRA supports the growers to grow these crops the way they need to be grown. We pay them I don't. doTERRA pays them a really great fair wage. They take care of the communities. I think that's really incredible. So they are also really great about how they help these growers. So like you can see differences like here, generating jobs. They try to do ethical employment, on-time payments. They just create these long-term partnerships. They even build schools for some of the employee children in certain areas. So these are just amazing, amazing benefits. So the co-impact sourcing, this is where they are partnering with people that they can help quality of life for those people in these developing countries, because a lot of these are third world countries, developing countries. So this co-impact sourcing is just so important. This is not doTERRA going places and getting the cheapest deal they can. This is them going into communities and investing in them, making life better for them, helping set up schools, helping create fair wages, creating long-term work and jobs. And that's just so important in this time. Like, I love that wintergreen is from Nepal, and this is Emily Wright. She is one of the 7 co-owners of doTERRA, and her heart is amazing. If you've ever had the chance to hear her speak, you know she is like the most passionate about using essential oils for natural health and empowering these communities. So I love that. So anyway, they do trips to these different places where they go and they check on how these growers are growing, how their living conditions are doing, different efforts that they can make for their better life. So this is really incredible and amazing. So second, after the growing, the difference in how the crops are grown is the distilling process. So, and you can look at all of this stuff on your own at the source2u.com website. I just wanted to walk you guys through because it's such a beautiful website, and I think it's really important to understand why doTERRA essential oils are so much better and so different, and why the heart of the company is just so beautiful, and yeah, why it's an amazing company to trust, so we can trust their products. Anyway, so the distillers. So it's really important in distilling the plant to create the essential oil that you're maintaining the integrity of the plant. We don't want to destroy the plant's aromatic compounds. We want to do this right. So doTERRA is really careful in how they do it. This is what I was talking about with fake oils. So I used to buy oils from Whole Foods. Yes. I used to buy oils from the grocery store, which now I'm like, oh my gosh. I still have my empty bottle of peppermint, eucalyptus, and lavender. And the smell compared to my doTERRA bottles, different, not the same at all. This, unfortunately, is because some people try to extend essential oils by adding less expensive ingredients. This could be carrier oils. So, hey, it's diluted with, maybe corn oil or some, like, not really good carrier oil. But it could also be extended by adding synthetics. You guys, this is crazy. Several essential oil bottles, and I wish I had one here with me, but they'll say on the label, I know I've posted this before in this group, not for topical use. Or, I'm trying to think of the phrase, I think it's like, toxic if ingested, which is like, oh my gosh, so what is in that? That is not pure essential oil. So, yeah, those oils, who knows what they have in them, even the ones that say organic or pure or, any of these buzzwords. And I say that because there's no current regulating government body for essential oils. That's kind of good in that, the FDA can kind of pollute things, all of our foods and things like that are kind of crazy right now in the U.S., but it can also be obviously really bad because you can slap a label on anything. You can call it organic, and it is not organic. You can call it natural, you can call it whatever, pure. That doesn't really mean that it's pure. So, yes, other essential oil companies are often cutting corners during the planning, like we talked about, trying to get the growers to hurry up and grow lots of crops, which doesn't allow them to grow well, or they're maybe sourcing their plants from greenhouses or just places they don't grow really well. But they can even dilute the oils to make a bigger bang for the buck. So doTERRA doesn't do that. doTERRA, if you go to convention, which is every September, you will see literally the labs that are testing the distillation and expression. So essential oils are made 2 ways: steam distillation or like a cold pressed expression. The expression is typically with citrus oils, like the rinds are just crushed and expressed with mechanical pressure. The steam distillation is a different process, and this is more common for our essential oils. The steam from the boiling water is passing through the material, and it's carrying the aromatic compounds into a tube. So that's typically how that's done. And I love this is kind of showing just another example of how Bulgaria is doing some of it. So doTERRA also has a lot of amazing scientists who do all this testing, like I mentioned, that you can see. So I love this. They employ more than 30 scientists, and they boast 2,200 square feet in cutting-edge laboratory space. This is what you can see if you go to convention, which is really cool. So they do rigorous testing, just state-of-the-art, really amazing cutting-edge tests. I think that's really cool that they're such an industry leader and so passionate about the purity of the essential oils. So we have a term called certified pure therapeutic grade, and this is an oil that passes this test means that it has been meticulously tested. doTERRA has, this is doTERRA's own criteria that certifies that its oils has no fillers, no synthetic ingredients, and no harmful contaminants. So I have had people ask me like, well, are doTERRA's essential oils organic, like USDA organic, like certified organic? And the answer is no, they're not labeled certified USDA organic, and this is because doTERRA's standards are actually more rigorous. And also to pass through the USDA's organic certification process, there's a lot of hoops to jump through, and because a lot of our crops are grown, in different third world places, that's kind of difficult to do, and it's also not necessarily that helpful. So the certified pure therapeutic grade is doTERRA's own kind of standard, and it's really a higher quality, in my opinion, than the USDA organic. So I love, these are kind of some of the different tests, and this is where you can totally nerd out and get all sciencey, like the gas chromatography and the mass spectroscopy. Yeah, so these are the standards for essential oil testing, but they're not a definitive indicator of quality. So doTERRA has our own sequence that exceeds the regular industry standard. So I love that about doTERRA. And this just kind of shows you, like, here's some of the different, let's see if it's going to show you. Nope. Okay, no, you can go back and watch this on your own time. I won't make you watch a video. But these are all the different ways that they test oils. And this, again, this is what you can see. I love that you can totally nerd out on the science of all this. But anyway, these are all the different tests that the oils can go through, or that they do go through. And then all the scientists, this is Dr. Hill, famous Dr. Hill. He is the chief medical officer for doTERRA. And they have all of these doctors and scientists and people who are investigating the quality of the essential oils and maintaining the integrity of them, which is so amazing and so cool. So on Source 2, you can also look at the practitioners, and what's really cool, oh, my page is taking a long time to load. Practitioners, what's really cool about doTERRA is they are very pro, hey, let's change kind of the faulty part of the medical system. My husband and I were just talking about insurance the other day, and we were just kind of remarking that, it's not necessarily that healthcare is just getting so poor, but it's the quality. It's not the companies, it's the quality of healthcare that's being offered. So I love that doTERRA is really working to change that. They've got big vision and big dream for just making essential oils a natural health an integrative approach with Western medicine. So I love this. They're trying to do medical partnerships, and they've done several university partnerships, which is really cool. Lots of different tests and things like that. Just so cool. So cool. I've got a medical advisory board. It's so cool how all of these things kind of go together. The doTERRA is really passionate about it. So then it talks about, the ways that you can use essential oils, not just for medicinal use, excuse me, but also for your body. There's body care, emotional care, mental well-being, overall health. I love that you can use essential oils to create a healthier home environment, cleaning products, and just, everything, cooking. You can use them for everything. So I love, love, love this, and I wanted to just kind of walk you guys through what makes doTERRA so amazing. So the reason that I switched, honestly, was that source2u.com website really pushed me over the edge, because I had been using essential oils for a couple of years, and I'd been getting like some good results. Like I liked them, I used them, but once I was kind of doing some research and comparing different companies, Young Living included, I was really just the most impressed with doTERRA. I was impressed with the transparency. I was impressed that they do third-party testing. They don't just say, oh, hey, we're a certified pure therapeutic grade and we made it up, and so that's fine, because that's what a lot of other companies are doing. And even if you do some research on some of these really prominent essential oil companies, you're not going to find great stuff. You're going to find weird stuff about the company, and I don't think you're going to find the transparency that doTERRA has with their essential oil standards. So knowing that there's a company that's seeking to change healthcare in a really positive way, and that they are transparent about what's in our essential oils, how they're grown, how they're sourced, how they're distilled. You could take a tour and walk through the distillery, the testing laboratory. That kind of transparency allows me to feel safe and confident and trust that this company is putting out pure, beautiful oils. And so I feel totally safe ingesting essential oils, and I do every single day. Copaiba and frankincense are my number one, but I take my flu balm, which I make as a roller blend for my little girls. I'll take that internally in veggie capsules to help my immune system. I take the doTERRA Lifelong Vitality Pack vitamin supplements, which is actually doTERRA's number one essential oil and number one product, which is crazy because doTERRA is the number one essential oil company. But their Lifelong Vitality Pack vitamin and mineral supplements are their number one seller, which is incredible. So it's just an amazing company, and it helps us to kind of jump into a natural, healthy lifestyle. We all are trying to make healthier choices, better choices for ourselves and our families. Maybe you can't buy all organic produce and grass-fed this, and label reading is kind of crazy and hard. Like I remember reading that even grass-fed beef, like to be categorized as grass-fed, they have to be grass-fed. I think the cattle have to be grass-fed the first year of their life, but then they can go ahead and feed them grain and GMO stuff, whatever. But as long as they were grass-fed that first year, that meat is considered grass-fed. And so the amount of just shadiness that is going on in our food and drug and healthcare stuff, that's just really discouraging and really sad. And so feeling like the supplements and the essential oils that you can find from this company are pure and wholesome, and they are what they say they are, is so comforting to me and empowering for me. So when my kids are feeling sick, I whip up my essential oil blend for whatever the ailment, and I roll it along their feet and their spine. I throw some in a diffuser. For myself, I'll take it internally, put it on my feet as well. Essential oils are so powerful. They're such great tools. I think it is a matter of seconds that when you inhale the aroma of essential oil, it goes up into your olfactory bulb and affects the frontal lobe of your brain, which is where your emotions are sitting, and they chemically cause your brain to react differently. I remember reading that when you inhale the aroma of real lavender essential oil, the brain starts to create more serotonin. That's so powerful and incredible. You're not taking a drug. You are not taking something that has crazy side effects. You're simply inhaling the aroma of pure therapeutic quality essential oil. And that's amazing. When you take it internally or when you apply it to your skin, I think it's something like within 30 minutes, essential oil applied topically, within 30 minutes, it shows up in every cell of your body. So it's powerful. It's amazing. So these are incredible, incredible tools, and the reason that I love them is I love the empowerment that I have to help my family and help myself, whether it's our physical health or our emotional health or nutrition. I feel like I have a really great tool, so it's really empowering. And yeah, I am really excited about creating a team culture under me, like people and mamas who can do this for themselves, for their families. It isn't rocket science. You can totally geek out on the science, which is really fun, but if that's not your style, if you're just like, no, my kid's sniffly, what do I do? It's easy. It's so easy. You can put a little bit of lavender and a little bit of lemon and peppermint if you want to in a roller and help some sniffles. You can have your go-to. You can literally have things ready just like you would have a medicine cabinet and do a swap. So I really love doTERRA. I just don't think there's any other essential oil that holds a candle. And if you are interested or curious about what it looks like to get started, reach out to me. There are 2 really amazing starter kits that I really love to show people that have the top 10 essential oils. And one's kind of like a little mini kit where the bottles are a little bit smaller, and one is a full-size kit that comes with the diffuser. And those are an amazing way to start because it's just a really basic start your essential oil journey with these 10 most versatile oils and tools. And if you just aren't feeling like, I don't want to start with that big of an investment, that's totally fine. We can do a little budget DIY oil kit, and you can grow your essential oil collection, 1 or 2 oils a month if you want to. So there's a lot of options. It's really great. But let me know if you're curious. I'd love to help you get started with 25% off. There is a really great wholesale membership option, which I love. It's kind of like Costco. You can either do a kit or you can pay a $35 wholesale membership fee, which is totally just like Costco, and then you have 25% off of everything for the rest of the year. And today is the last day of January, so if you're watching this today, if you get started with a kit today and set up your loyalty rewards order for 100 PV next month, which is totally another thing, and I can walk you through it, you qualify for $100 in free oils. So let me know if you're curious. I'd love to walk you through what that even looks like. And if you are just curious about oils in general, totally reach out to me. I'm happy to ask you you ask the questions. I'll answer the questions. No pressure or obligation, of course. Yeah, I want to help you and empower you guys. And yeah, thanks for checking this out. Let me know just kind of what other questions you might have. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye.